I don't know that there's another anthem in the world that is so beautiful or that so resonates with our spirits and in our hearts. And that is a prayer that we should say every day. It is a beautiful anthem that really speaks volumes about who we are as a people and what it is that we're hoping to accomplish. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Althea McKenzie, and I will guide the process this evening, but the celebration is all yours. The Honorable Juliet Cuthbert-Flynn, Minister of State in the Ministry of National Security, Ambassador Alison Stone-Roof, Permanent Secretary, Dr. Mark Thomas, Commissioner of Corrections, DCS, Ms. Paula Llewellyn, CD, KC, Director of Public Prosecutions, Mr. Andrew Winter, Chief Executive Officer, the Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency, PICA, Mr. Clarence Frater, First Vice President of the Jamaica Civil Service Association, Ms. Shauna Trowers, Chief Technical Director, MNS, Mrs. Morgan Duvalier, representing Mrs. Jacqueline Mendez at the Office of the Services Commission, former Commissioners of Corrections, Senior Directors, Superintendents, and other members of the Department of Correctional Services, other staff members from the Ministry of National Security, members of our Board of Visitors, Justice Glenworth Brown, CD, Chairman of the Parole Board, specially invited guests, all our stakeholders, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, very importantly, bringing up the rear, but not because you are not important, because you're the most important people in the room this evening, our awardees. Greet each other with a round of applause. The theme is transformation through reconciliation, restoration, and renewal. What an absolutely beautiful theme. It is a wonderful theme that encompasses what it is that the Department of Correctional Services is seeking to achieve. It's about transformation. It's about reconciliation. It's about restoration, and it's about renewal. But who better to greet you all, to welcome you, to speak more about that theme than Dr. Mark Thomas, Commissioner of Corrections. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome Dr. Thomas to address us.
Ms. Althea McKenzie, Master of Ceremony, the Honorable Juliet Cuthbert-Flynn, Minister of State in the Ministry of National Security. I've not seen her yet, but Ambassador Alison Stone-Roof, Permanent Secretary, assume is on her way. Ms. Paula Llewellyn, Director of Public Prosecutions, Mr. Andrew Winter, Chief Executive Officer, Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency, Mr. Clarence Frater, First Vice President of the Jamaica Civil Service Association, Ms. Shauna Trowers, always with us, Chief Technical Director, MNS, Mrs. Morgan Duvalier, representing Ms. Jacqueline Mendez at the Office of the Services Commission, former Commissioner of Corrections, Major Reese is here, and we left you off last time, Major. Welcome, always with us. Dr. Sandra O'Mealy, Executive Director of the Public Procurement Commission, Ms. June Jarrett, are the other commissioners here. Welcome. Of course, the core team, the senior directors, superintendents, other members of DCS, other members of the Ministry of National Security family, members of our Board of Visitors, I see a few here, specially invited guests, and as I said on Monday, our partners who have become family, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, and of course, last and certainly not least, our awardees, welcome. Good evening, and thanks for saying it back. And a warm welcome to our DCS Staff Awards, where we, as you can imagine, we're here to celebrate our dedicated team members who have served this noble organization for 10, 20, 30, and 40 years. You can clap for that. We're also thrilled to have with us our retirees, persons who have retired since the last time we had this function. Could you put your hands together for the retirees as well? So our guests of honors, congratulations on achieving this significant milestone in your professional journey. Tonight is centered around paying homage to you for your commitment to the operations of the department over the years. We pause to reflect on how far you have come on your transformative journey while you aided the transformation of many individuals. These individuals entrusted in your care really thank you for the work that you have done. Tonight is also about encouraging you to remain resolute in your God-given gifts and talents that you have been using to push us closer to being the Caribbean Center of Excellence in Correctional Management. Our theme for this week, Transformation through Reconciliation, Restoration, and Renewal, speaks to the heart of our mission, to contribute to national security by securing, supervising, rehabilitating, and reintegrating offenders as productive and law-abiding citizens. Minister, we have persons who have served in various roles, but they all have one thing in common. They answer the call to service. The years of service reflect the commitment to restoration, offering hope and second chances, while encouraging our clients to rebuild their lives. Tonight, a grateful nation says thanks. I'm certainly humbled to be a witness of the incredible work done by the team members within Corrections, which is why I'm extending my heartfelt thanks to our honorees, our dedicated staff, and as well as our key stakeholders, many here tonight, for your unwavering support as we carry out this most important task before us. Overall, I wish that this evening's occasion is seen as more than just an event, but a heartfelt celebration of the transformative power of reconciliation, restoration, and renewal. May this night inspire us all to continue our essential work to create a more just and compassionate society and to be beacons of hope and change to those who need it most. Thank you. Enjoy the night.
All right, so I'm going to establish a few ground rules here. We don't do fenke clapping. We do not do fenke clapping. Everyone who comes to the stage deserves a massive round of applause. There are too many of you in the room for me to be getting that. Thank you. Well said, Dr. Thomas. I couldn't help but notice what is written on the banner here. Confidentiality, accountability, respect, integrity, fairness, transparency. That's really what we're celebrating. Because if you stay with an organization for as long as some of you have, 10, 20, 30, and even 40 years, it speaks volumes about the organization. I'm sure it's not just because you couldn't get another work, right? It is about the service and the commitment that you bring. We're going to try to see if we can get out of this mood that we're in. I'm almost tempted to put on my teacher hat and have you stand up, but it's probably too late in the evening to do that, right? In another setting, I'd have said, put your hands up, stretch, and do other things. But what I'm going to ask you to do is to just greet the person beside you and tell them something about yourself. Greet the person beside you, other than your name. Greet the person beside you and tell them something about yourself. You know how wonderful that is? That is the first time I've seen some of you smile since you came into this room. Isn't it good to greet someone? It is. All right. You may save some of those greetings for a little bit later on. All right? You can network afterwards. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to grace the meal because we are going to be having a wonderful meal in just a bit. And to grace the meal, we invite Reverend Ricardo Taylor, chaplain. You may put your hands together for the chaplain.
Good evening, everyone. Let us pray. Father, we firstly want to thank you for life and for strength. We thank you for your peace that passeth understanding. We thank you for journeying mercies. Secondly, we thank you for the awardees, those who have served the department with distinction and today will be rewarded. And finally, we ask your blessings on the meal, and we pray that you'll bless it and sanctify it. In Jesus' name, amen.
We thank Reverend Taylor very much for gracing the meal. The meal is going to be served in just a bit, but not before we take care of some other business. It is always important for us to get words of wisdom and words of inspiration when we come into a setting like this. To get a charge that takes us not only through this night, but perhaps for the rest of our lives. And when you're working in the trenches, as some of you have been for many years, when you work under difficult circumstances and situations, it is important that you get that inspiration. And so to introduce our guest speaker, we invite Mrs. Kerry Ann Davis, Principal Probation Aftercare Officer. And I think your program already tells you who the guest speaker is going to be, but perhaps some of us are going to learn a little bit more about her now. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mrs. Kerry Ann Davis, Principal Probation Aftercare Officer, to introduce our guest speaker.
Ah, that smile. Good evening, everyone. So 1992, yes, was an exciting year for me. A high schooler filled with pride because our queen, our Jamaican queen, would have gone to Olympics and represented us, and that brought a lot of inspiration, joy, and it is indeed an honor for me tonight to be standing here, having been inspired by such a woman, to introduce to you our guest speaker. State Minister in the Ministry of National Security, the Honorable Juliet Cuthbert-Flynn, MP, was appointed State Minister in the Ministry of National Security on May 22nd, 2023. Prior to this, she served as Minister of State in the Ministry of Health and Wellness. It's quite obvious. The Honorable Juliet Cuthbert-Flynn is a committed and passionate leader who has been serving her country with distinction. Since the age of 16 years, she is a 5-time Olympian, multiple track and field medalist, a businesswoman, and the Member of Parliament for my place, West Rural St. Andrew, since 2016. She hails from Port Morant in St. Thomas, and attended the Morant Bay High School before emigrating at 16 years old. She proudly represented the University of Texas, Austin, where she studied sociology, while leading the university to an NCAA championship in 1986. She was inducted in the university's Hall of Fame, of course, in 2015. Since 2005, our minister has operated a fitness and wellness center and has been a lifetime advocate for a healthy lifestyle. That includes good nutrition, exercise, and a positive mindset. She is a certified personal trainer, media personality, motivational speaker, former fitness trainer for the Arnett Gardens Football Club. And believe it or not, she continues to serve, was a marketing manager at Western Sports. where she was instrumental, and this for me is a phenomenal point. She was instrumental in getting Puma to sign the famous Usain Bolt, and that happened in 2003. She is also a past board member of the Sports Development Foundation and the Institute of Sports, as well as she served on previous committees for the Jamaican Anti-Doping Commission and Disciplinary Panel. She was conferred with the Order of Distinction for her contribution to sports in 1992. Mrs. Cuthbert Flynn, she enjoys nature, interacting and helping people to live a good and decent life. But what is also interesting, she enjoys a healthy laugh. I'm looking forward to that. She's married, of course, to Levon Flynn and has 2 beautiful children, Troy and Zara. She embodies for us that Jamaicanness, the spirit of excellence. She's a woman that is resilient, and she will grace us with her presence tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you our minister, our guest speaker. Please make her welcome.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. I don't want to hear any finke clap. Or are we hungry? We're hungry? We're here for a special moment, right? And I believe that when you do well, you should be praised. And this is such an occasion to really show appreciation for the work that you have done for service to your country. Ambassador Alison Stone is not here, but I'm sure she's on her way. Ms. Paula Llewellyn, CDKC, Director of Public Prosecution. Dr. Mark Thomas, Commissioner of Corrections. Mr. Andrew Winter, Chief Executive Officer of the Passport, Immigration and Citizenship, PICA. Ms. Shauna Trowers, Chief Technical Director at the Ministry of National Security. Other former commissioners who are here tonight, senior technical officials of the Ministry of National Security, senior directors, superintendents, and of course, other members of the Department of Corrections, other distinguished guests, and most importantly, all the dedicated and hard-working staff of the Department of Corrections. Ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant good evening to you all. And as I said, this is an evening of celebration and also recognition as we see all the awards over there, and it's one to honor and appreciate you, the dedicated individuals who have committed a significant part of your lives in service to your country, Jamaica. We gather not only to acknowledge your years of service, but to express our profound appreciation for those who have dedicated, as we heard before, 10, 20, 30, and 40 years. That's a long time to serve in any institution. And so we gather here this evening as well to pay tribute to our esteemed retirees. You're going to put up your legs, right? Right. And travel a little. You don't have to go anywhere, travel around Jamaica and see a little bit of your country. Your wisdom, your experience, your dedication, this has left an indelible mark on the department, and I'm sure it will continue to influence the mission for years to come. This award ceremony is a testament to the unwavering commitment and your discipline, hard work, and of course, we know the sacrifice of the DCS staff. It is a moment to commend your tireless efforts, your unrelenting dedication to the mission, and also for your contribution to the department. And each one of you, has played an integral role, I know, in the realization of the shared objectives of Jamaica's national security framework. And so I want to take this moment to offer congratulations to the 21 assistant superintendents, the overseers, the staff officers who are awarded the Medal of Honor for Meritorious Service, yes, by the Governor General, His Excellency the Most Honorable Sir Patrick, at the ceremony of investiture and presentation at the National Honors Award held at King's House on October 16th. Your dedication and your commitment to your roles have undoubtedly made a significant impact and deserve recognition. It is also worth acknowledging that the officers who have successfully completed academic studies, and I met a few of them, academic studies through the University of the West Indies and the University of the Commonwealth Caribbean. Your pursuit of higher education clearly demonstrates a commitment to personal and professional growth, and it is commendable. The theme, as you've heard, we started with our church service on Monday, is transformation through reconciliation, restoration, and rehabilitation. And this serves as a reminder of the core and principles that guide the mission of the DCS. And this underscores a steadfast belief in the potential of positive change in every individual, regardless of their past. And so, in the words of Nelson Mandela, no one truly knows a nation until one has been inside a jail. A nation should not be judged by how it treats its highest citizen, but its lowest ones. We need to remember that we're not just part of a correction system, we are part of a healing process, and I know that every one of you in here this evening, you understand that commitment. Most importantly, we are critical part of the country's security infrastructure, and our success is paramount in the country's journey to develop country status. And so, in our ongoing journey to improve the management structure within the correctional service, our primary focus is to enhance the working environment that is so important. We understand that a supportive and efficient management structure is essential to you carrying out your duties effectively and more efficiently. The objective, of course, is to ensure that the resources, the strategies, and the policies are all aligned to best serve our mission. As we finalize the National Correctional Service Policy, we have prioritized a number of initiatives for the benefits of the DCS staff, which have taken to Cabinet for approval. And let me tell you what some of these include. Development of a deployment and merit-based promotion policy. Yes, yes, yes. Establishment of a mechanism to allow non-marginal staff to have a real voice at the decision-making table. Establishment of additional mechanism for staff motivation and awards, similar to what we're doing here tonight. Yes, we have to show appreciation, right? Because that makes you want to work harder, right, and continue to your service. Establish of additional mechanism for staff motivation and awards, similar to this as we said tonight. Collaboration with the public safety sector professionals, like the fire service, the emergency medical service, and other, like the Office of the Department, Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, and also to provide joint and centered education and awareness in the reduction of workplace injuries, fatalities, illnesses from infectious diseases, and workplace factors related to stress. And I know we all need to de-stress from time to time. Another one is also the development of psychosocial welfare and employee assistance program, and this is just to name a few. And after the COVID-19 pandemic, we all need that. We're all going to need that. And so, indeed, we are committed to facilitating and promoting staff and wellness, staff health and wellness. It is with pleasure that I highlight the recent opening, and I got the opportunity. I was down there and I saw that nice little gym. It was small but very effective, I know it's going to be. And the opening of the Carl Rattray Staff College Gym. Yes. And as a facility, that represents our commitment to the well-being and development of our staff members, and I think we need that all over. Yes. As staff members, you all remain the heart and soul of the correctional service. And so we acknowledge that working within the correctional system can be challenging. And so we're dedicated to enhancing your overall well-being. We're investing in improvements to the correctional work environment, providing you with tools, resources, and support that you need to maintain your health and wellness. By fostering a culture of care and support, we aim to create an atmosphere where you can thrive personally and also professionally. And so, to all the workers throughout the 16 probation offices, the 7 adult correction facilities, the 4 juvenile centers, you are an essential part of our shared mission. Your commitment and your passion, and I know you have to have passion if you work for 40 years in the same place, and your passion are invaluable contribution to national security by ensuring that offenders have the opportunity to rehabilitate in order to reintegrate as productive and law-abiding citizens. And so, as we celebrate you all tonight, and I'm happy to see all the lovely faces here this evening. At first, when I walked in, I didn't see all the tables filled, but now I see everybody in their rightful place, and this is really a good feeling. Your commitment and your passion are invaluable contribution to national security by ensuring these offenders have the opportunity, as I said, to rehabilitate and to reintegrate as productive law-abiding citizens. I want to express my heartfelt congratulations and gratitude to each one of you this evening. Your dedication and your service are the cornerstone of the department's success, and we deeply appreciate your commitment. I offer congratulations to all of the awardees, and may I say, to the retirees. Yes. May you continue to inspire, uplift, and bring about the transformation that we all strive for. This Corrections Week, we have to reaffirm our commitment to the ideals that underline our mission, and we have to look forward to a future filled with continued progress and success. So I want to thank you all for your unwavering commitment, and I wish a joyful and well-deserved celebration this evening. Thank you so much, and enjoy.
All right, so I know it's just ahead of dinner, but certainly you can do better than that after those wonderful words of encouragement from the Honorable Juliet Cuthbert Flynn, MP, Minister of State, the Ministry of National Security. It really is good when you come together in this kind of a way and celebrate. Please allow me, before I invite the entertainment, because we're going to be serving the meal in just a bit, before we invite the entertainment, let me just acknowledge Paula Llewellyn, who has just come in, as well as Ambassador Alison Stone-Roof. And Paula Llewellyn is, of course, by the way, I'm just looking around the room and realizing that there are so many people that I've interviewed. Yes, perhaps only Ambassador I have not interviewed. We need to fix that. But it is so good to see so many of you out and, of course, celebrating in this kind of a way. I wish that I were in the category of retirees this evening. Who wants to retire? Yes, we all do. But you know what they say about retirees? They're just retrying. So they're moving on to other things. I'm certain that the people who are retired, they are not going to sit at home and twiddle their thumbs and do nothing. Some of them are going to move on to other areas and be very successful at it. Let me also greet my longtime friend, June Spencer Jarrett. It is so good to see you. So good to see you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you to sit back, relax, and enjoy some entertainment. I'm not on duty this evening in the entertainment department, but we have, boy, you've been hearing them. We have saxophonist par excellence, Wayne Harris, and we also have the DCS band. We're going to start off with Wayne Harris, and of course, while all of that is taking place, you remember I told you that you are to meet and greet each other? Well, you can continue doing that. But remember now that you're paying attention to the sweet sounds of the music, and you must show your appreciation, all right? If I have any more announcements, I will make my way up here. I'm certain that the team, they might have a little bit to say, or, okay, Althea, you need to do this, so we'll fix things as we go along. Just ahead of the meal, a reminder, if you have an allergy, a food allergy, and you have not yet indicated that to the ushers, please stick your hand up and do that right now. Very, very important, because we're here to celebrate. We don't want to have to rush anybody out of this room to the hospital, okay? So please, if you have a food allergy, please just indicate such to one of the ushers. Ladies and gentlemen, the sweet sound of Wayne Harris on saxophone. ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Wayne Harris, and I'm certain that you're very happy with all of the wonderful music that he has given you this evening. I really should have added, well, I did say par excellence, didn't I? Yes, so I think it was appropriate. I wonder how many of you recognized those songs that Wayne was playing. Well, you are singing and rocking away. Give him another round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a surprise waiting for you, but while we put that surprise together, I'm going to invite perhaps, Wayne, do you have another one you can play for us before I bring in DCS Band? Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together once more for Wayne Harris.
2. It's actually Warren Harris, but who's listening?
So, Warren, yes. Let me make sure I get it right this time. Do you know, let me see what I can do, because I owe you one. So the least I can do is fix up a little something between us. Hold on, let me get a note.
We owe nothing but love.
All right, so I'm just making this up to Warren, okay? And we're doing this as we go along. Not going to remove this microphone. You want me to come stand by you? Let me stand closer to you.
Yeah, we have a mic for you.
Let me see if I can remember this one. Whispers in the morning of lovers sleeping tight are rolling by like thunder now as I look in your eyes. I hold on to your body and feel each move you make. Your voice is warm and tender, a love that I could not forsake. For I am your lady, and you are the man. Whenever you reach for me, I'll do all that I can. Lost is how I'm feeling, lying in your arms, when the world outside's too much to take. That'll end when I'm with you. Hold on to your body, and I'll feel each move you make. Your voice is warm and tender, a love that I could not forsake. And you
Ladies and gentlemen, Warren Harris.
And the DCS band, thank you guys for being such good sports.
Ta-na-na-na-na-na, yeah. Okay, we start like this, right? I wanna say again, hey little girl, each time you pass my way, I'm tempted to touch. Woo woo, woo woo woo, yeah. The dress you wear, your perfume keeps me wanting you so much. But I can't help thinking of you. The more the lonely nights that you put me through. Yeah. Come on, baby, let's close our eyes. Yeah. Good conversation to you and I. Take it down low. You know, I left training school 21 years ago, you know. All my squaddies, you remember me, right? Six-pack and thing, right? Look for me now. Anyway, Besta, would the shape I made? Would you believe I've lost that race again? But I'm coming again, cause I just gotta get in. Girl, I'm trying to get to you, to you. Will you walk away? Is it obvious as the colors of your year? True love that never existed, I really care. Cause I'm trying to get to you, to you. Take it up. Day after day, we must where I don't belong, but a love that's wrong. No, it's nice to know there is someone you can turn to, who is always there, who is always there. But there is no getting over that rainbow. And as long as that, and I will take all the madness the world has to give, but I won't last a day without you, lady. Whoa, 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 whoa. Take it up. My heart is filled with someone I can call my own, to fall in love. That's what everyone's dreaming of. You know, sir, me never planned this tonight, you know. I'm here to collect my award, but I have to be filling in. You know what I mean? When I see microphone and rhythm and play, I just can't keep quiet. I just saw me stay. That's just me. To all my squaddies, big up on yourself, alright? Who else wanna play for me? Eh? Give me something else, man. If I have one more. I'm not have all night, you know, me have food figure eat. People figure meat. Right? Give me something else, man. Give me something else. Me know we never plan it, but give me something else. It's not that I don't love you. You know how much I do. And it's not that I fight it, man, to take the place of you. And it's just the feel within me when she touched my hand. It's just a wrong that you got around me when she touched my hand. So I'm leaving, but it's time, and I'm playing it smart, and I'm gonna walk out. You're not gonna help me? Before love breaks my heart. Oh yeah. Take it up. Listen. Each day through my window, I watched her as she passes by. I said to myself, you're such a lucky guy. To have a girl like her is truly a dream come true. Out of all the fellows in the world, she belongs to me. But it was just my magic. We can't leave now, right? Running away with me, yeah. It was just my imagination. My God, you know, me have food we can eat and thing here. Love for the same way. Better get ready, come to rock steady, yeah. You gotta do this new dance, hope you are ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, the DCS band. And for those of you who want your relatives to know what is happening in here, and you should want them to know, we are streaming live, and you can go to DCS Jamaica on YouTube. Send that link to your relatives because you want them to know that you're being celebrated in here tonight. Let us continue to listen to some more great music from the DCS band. All right. So I did promise you that it's an evening full of surprises, and we have one of them coming up for you right now. This young lady is well known across the length and breadth of the island. Happen to know a little bit about her, and she probably doesn't know that I know this about her. I sing with the University Singers, and she actually did a little stint with the University Singers. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we couldn't allow this evening to pass without sharing some of the musical stylings, the spectacular talent of a young lady who you see sometimes on your television screens, being kind to people. She is awesome. And ladies and gentlemen, you see how the band is getting ready.
Check one.
You see how the sound technicians are getting ready. All right, I'm switching microphones because that one has to go to her. All right, and so I am buying time while we run out to the front because this is a spectacular surprise. Wow. And while you continue to enjoy your meal, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be listening to the sweet, sultry, awesome sound of Alain. Put your hands together.
Hello everyone, it is a joy to be here with you tonight. Let's have a good time. Now all my champions say yeah, yeah, yeah. Say yeah, yeah, yeah. All my champions say yeah, yeah, yeah. Now scream. It's my time, it's my place, it's my destiny. No one can take away what was meant for me. Me granny say, what for you can be and for you. No man never see where God plan for you, yeah. The best is yet to come. If I believe I can, I will. No holding back, no giving in. 'Cause I know I was born to win. Was born to win, I was born to win, Now don't choke, but I'm a champion, say yeah, yeah, yeah. Say yeah, yeah, yeah. All my champions say yeah, yeah, yeah. Now scream, but pussy. Through the pain, through the dark night, through the storm, I remain and I thrive, I will carry on. 7-time fall, 10-time rise. Yes, I open my eyes and now I see the sun. If I believe I can, I will. No holding back, no giving in. 'Cause I know I was born to win. Was born to win, How we go? Now all my champions say yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Say yeah, yeah, yeah. Now scream if you're feeling good tonight. It is a joy to be here with you. It is my honor to sing for you. Congratulations for being champions. Whew. And it's not easy to be a champion, but you stuck to it and you deserve the title. So if you feel good about yourself, make some noise. What? So first of all, there's a way to make noise around me, right? Oh, you've heard about me. You've met me before. Oh no, it's my people. So after 3, let me hear you say, The thing will start with a woo and end with a oh. 1, 2, 3. I love her now. Let's rise in love. Here we go. Rise in love. Let's go, Mr. DJ. All right. Now this song is all about the power of love. Now we know that love is the most powerful force in this world. God is love. And love is supposed to lift you. And that's what this is about. If you know it, rock with me. Here we go. Didn't wanna fall in love no more. What's so sad, I felt so many times I hit the floor. Hurt so bad, I didn't want no one to bring me down. Was sick and tired, DCS, you lift me off the ground. And you take me, we rise, we're rising. You and I keep rising. We're rising. Higher we're flying. All up we're rise. From all the pain I felt before I met you, dried my eyes and made me smile again. You helped me get through. Now I know what love's supposed to be. It's like you're flying. Now I know the love I found is real. Lord, Mrs., you are shining. We rise. We're rising. How we go? She said, Lord, me don't know it. Keep rising. We're rise. We're rising. Higher we're flying. Now let me hear you say, whoa. Say yeah. Say whoa, whoa, whoa. Say yeah, yeah, yeah. Now let me hear you say, whoa, oh, oh. Say yeah, yeah, yeah. Say woo, 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 woo. Now scream. We rise. We're rising. You and I keep rising. We're rising. Love, higher we're flying. Me feel say you can do it now. How we go? Yes, Mama. One more again. Come on. Woo! Make some noise for her tonight, please. Flying. All right, pull it up, Mr. DJ. Thank you very much. So the thing about Jamaican people is we are afraid of nothing. You are going to rise to the occasion and sing out as loud as you want to sing. What is your name? Me after me too, because you are a boy person. Come here, stand up, miss, please. Beautiful queen, what is your name?
My name is Etta.
Everybody say hi, Etta. Everybody say, whoa, Etta. Now, Etta, have you always been this fearless?
Same so. From I was small, I always be like this.
And you always rise.
Always rise.
And you are a champion.
For the eye.
Always aim for the highest. Make some noise for Etta and say, why? Thank you, sweetheart. No, sir, Etta said, rise. That's right. Now, I don't know about you, but you see me? I make my boast in the Lord. Who here knows that God is so good? Who knows that God has brought you to some times where you thought you would never have made it, and then a way is made, and all you can do sometimes is cry when you realize the power of God? Anybody have any experiences with God that you just want to give praise for? If that's the case, make a noise to the Lord tonight. Joyful, joyful tonight. We boast in God. Let's go, Mr. DJ. Ooh, so when I wrote this song, I was running around my house because I remember the times when I was so low. and God lifted me, and therefore my soul shall make her boast in the Lord. The humble shall hear thereof and be glad. Here we go. Set me free from my jailer. Set me free from my pain. Set me free from all of the hurt, all of the shame. You're the giver of salvation. You're the giver of light. You are the truth, the resurrection, and the life. So when you see me, me a boast in the Lord, to the most in the Lord, in the Lord. God alone, I'm a shield, I'm a king, me a boast about him, me a boast in the Lord, to the most in the Lord, in the Lord. God alone, I'm a source, everything, me a boast. Now listen, me a boast in a God, not about material things. Everything on earth will fade away, I sing, and keep my hallelujah and my praise rising to he who is everlasting. Me a boast in a God, me proud with it. Nah, I keep no secret, stand up in a crowd with it. All the glory, all the honor, yeah, him get it. Every blessing in my life, yeah, God set it. Me a boast in the Lord, to the most in the Lord, in the Lord. God alone, I'm a shield, I'm a king, me a boast about him, me a boast in the Lord, to the most in the Lord, in the Lord. God alone, I'm a source, everything. Hey! So everybody say, boast in our God, boast in our God, boast! Louder, boast in our God, boast in our God, boast!
Boast in our God, boast!
And over here say, boast in our God, boast in our God, boast! Next time I not really under. No, we have to try that again. Stop the music, sir. We have to sir, please to stop the music. Oh, it's an emergency over here. For we're gonna find the rhythm in the name of Jesus. So everybody say, boast in our God, boast in our God, boast. Oh, them say on the band when I'm no matter God a market. It is not true you are present. Over here say, boast in a God, boast in a God, boast. Everybody raise up a praise if you know God is worthy to be boasted about. Woo! Give thanks. You redeem on yourself. Hallelujah. All right. So we're going to keep it moving as we get to the story time of my show. What is this called? Story? All right. And if you know these songs, I'd like you to sing along. What must you do? Okay. Now this is a story about two people. How many people? I can't hear one now. I don't know if I the ears. How many people? Two people. Now one of them is named Sharon. Sharon, no sir, this is better. Sharon is a nice and clean and decent nurse, and she lives in New York. Shout out to all the health, all the people who take care of those we love. Let us just clap them. We thank you for keeping us safe as well. We can't do without, no. Now Sharon is a nice nurse, but then Liza is another kind of person. She's a good nurse, but you know what them say about Liza? Moutamansi Liza, you not hear you. Hold on, is which part of Jamaica you come from? What do they say about Liza? What do they say? They say, Moutamansi Liza, you know. Anybody in your name Liza? Because it's not you I'm talking about, it's just in case. But anyway, Sharon was at the train station. You're so beautiful. Sharon was at the train station waiting for the train, and Moutamansi Liza come in and she said, Sharon, where are you going? And Sharon looked at Liza and she said, I am going home on the morning. Now everybody sing along, let me hear you. I am going home on the... I can't hear you, I need volume. The evening train will be to... So what? I am... Sounding so good. So, Liza said to Sharon, no, Sharon, yeah, go up on the morning train, and that is all well and lovely. But you hear, what you think about the mix-up that happened down a hero circle? So Sharon looked at Liza and said, you know, the only thing I want to talk about is simply this. Here we go. What you think about Jesus? Well, and everybody sing, what you think about Jesus? Well, a little louder, what you think about Jesus? Well, he's alright. He's alright, alright, alright. But you know, people who want sus, they don't stop trying. Even when you tell them you don't want to hear, right? So Liza said, may I have some sus figure you. So Sharon looked at Liza and she said, you know, the only thing I want you to give me is, give me that old-time religion. Give me that
Old-time,
I beg you, give me that.
old-time religion.
It's good enough for me. A little louder. Old-time religion. Give me that. I beg you, give me that. Kawa. It's good enough for me. Well, finally, the train arrived. And Sharon stepped up into the train and she said, Liza, I have one more thing to tell you. And she said, King David sit up on a heavenly throne. Ooh. Ooh. It feels nice, don't it? And you know, usually, big honesty, me don't like sing for people when I'm eating because no balancing the singing along with eating. God bless you and keep you from choking because it's time to say goodbye. Are there some reach? No, not to you. To crosses. Oh, yeah. So this song is called Bye Bye Bye. And I wrote this song as a means of waving goodbye to every negative thought, every doubt. Every time anybody said you couldn't, this is you saying you can. So wave your troubles bye-bye. Come on! Bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye-bye. No worry nor sigh. Bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye. Can't conquer I. How we go? Bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye. No, not this time. Bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye. DCS me, I go sing a happy song. Everybody sing along. Cause you know the things and the time them set away. Wonders and signs we are stress away. Enough things from our mind we are fret away. Sing a happy tune. Me no want hear bad news, but bad mind and bad things I keep bad company. So when them come with them negativity, we wave our hands in the air. What do we say? Come on. Bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye. No worry nor sigh. Bye-bye-bye. Can't conquer I. How we go? No, not this time. Bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye-bye. Hey! Nothing, nah, worry we know. Nothing can't bother us so. Nothing, nah, worry we know. Hey, nothing, nah, worry we know. Nothing can't bother our soul. Nothing, nah. Now I'm coming to my favorite table. That table that have the most rhythm in here. This is the rhythm table, right? So, do you believe that you are the ones with the loudest voices? See them here, we not think so at all. After 3, we wave goodbye to our fears. 1, 2, 3, I wave my troubles bye-bye. How we go? What? No worry nor sigh. How we go? Can't conquer I. No, not this time. Yeah? Wanna go out on ourselves. Them can't trick. We cannot trick this table anymore. But we're gonna find the livest side of the crowd. That side that has no time for any negativity. You know, our words do not return to us void, but they accomplish that for which we send them. So now, on top of your voices, everybody on this side, I want to hear you sing. Oh, but we can't hear the music. Okay, we can't stop the music. I wave my troubles bye-bye. How we go? What? Now war in our side. Whoa, yeah. Can't conquer I. Yeah, yeah. No, not this time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. Thank you. But over here, we're not leaving on out. It is your turn because our words are powerful. Our words are our ones. So any doubt, any negative word, any thought that you cannot heal or you cannot overcome, those are lies. So now on top of your voice, I want you to wave them goodbye. 1, 2, 3. I wave my troubles bye-bye. Sing it out. What? Now war in our side. What you say? Can't conquer I. Yeah. No, not this time. Bye-bye, bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye.
Bye-bye.
That is it. If it don't go away after that, it don't gonna go away. It gone. Woo! Oh my goodness. I love you. I thank you for your beautiful energy. You keep that conqueror spirit inside of you. You speak to your doubts and your limitations and call them what they are. They are lies, and we have the power to tell them, bye. Whew. You're extraordinary. Let's go. Ooh, oh, oh, no ordinary love. Oh, no, no, no. Every moment that I'm awake, every hour of every day, I love how you take my breath away. Rock with me, here we go. In your arms I'm safe, secure. Every care around me melts away. When you hold me, I forget every word that I wanted to say. Oh, now make a lot of noise over there. You are very rowdy. I like Ono. You is my people. This is the white side. I think all of you are my people. So let's have a good time and rock to the reggae music. Here we go. Every moment that I'm awake, every hour of every day, I love how you take my. Rock with me, here we go. In your arms I'm safe, secure. Every care around me melts away. When you hold me, I forget every word that I wanted to say. I am freely lost in your love. There's no one else for me. I surrender. How much? Completely. Here we go. Ooh, ooh, my heart's racing. I'm caught up in the love we're making. Oh, baby, your skin on my skin. Oh, it's so good, I feel like crying. This is no. I don't ever want to say goodbye. I could never breathe, never survive. Baby, you're my reason why I believe there's meaning in my life. I have faith in love, faith in us, and faith that this is right. I surrender forever. Let me hear you sing the chorus. Come on. Heart's racing, caught up in the love. This is no. Oh, baby, your skin on my skin. Oh, it's so good, I feel. This is no. Extraordinary, more than special. Every moment we're together. More than love, more than enough. I'm never leaving, never hour, every second, every minute. Love and I've fallen in it with you and only you. Ordinary just would not do. Come on, let me hear you sing it out. Caught up in the love we're making. This is love. Oh baby, your skin on mine. It's so good, I feel. This is love. Every moment that I'm awake, every hour of every day, I love how you take my no ordinary love. Thank you so much. I love you. Good night. Congratulations, everyone. God bless you.
Ladies
Why?
and gentlemen,
Yeah.
Alain, and I'm sure that you can do better than that in terms of the applause. What an evening we're having here. And ladies and gentlemen, we're getting to that point in the evening where we are about to add to this celebration. But please, please, give Alain another round of applause. I was sitting over there, I was rocking, I was singing, I was enjoying myself. And you see this table over here? You should have seen them. You should have seen them over here. Absolutely enjoying themselves. I don't think there was any table in this room that did not have a good time. Clap yourselves. I want to say a very special thank you to Anika Lawrence. Anika is sitting at the table over there. She saw me sitting at that table by myself looking so lonely. And she said to herself, Anika, let me go keep Althea's company. Isn't that what you said, Anika? Yes, that's what Anika said. Anika Lawrence, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, is Acting Director, Employee Relations, Occupational Health and Safety at DCS. Thank you very much, Anika. You are good company, girl. Thank you so very much. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, now we at the part of the evening that you've all been waiting for. Did you all send those WhatsApp and text messages to your family to join you on YouTube? If you didn't, please do it now. Because if you don't do it now, they're going to miss out on the opportunity to see you collecting your award. So you're going to go to YouTube and find the link DCS.Jamaica. Right. All right, so you're putting that in. I'm giving you time to do it, you know. DCS.Jamaica. There's a dot, right? Right? So DCS.Jamaica. Now that you've all done that, we can get to the part of the evening that you've all been waiting for. I'm going to invite Mrs. Althea Davis to join me up here. Mrs. Davis, you thought you were going to sit there in that seat all evening and do nothing? Oh, I'm sorry, but I have work for you. Yes, please. Yes, please. And make sure you have your list with you, Mrs. Davis. See, she's making her way. Can I get another microphone? I think I need another microphone. You mean this one, fenke like how they were clapping before? No, we just need a little bit more sound out of it. Let us try to see if we can locate another one while Mrs. Davis makes her way here. Now, Minister would understand. Oh, they fixed it. I didn't need another mic. You fixed it too much. All right, thank you. Now, Minister, you would understand. This is where we pass the baton, right? And you're very good at relays. There we go. So, we are going into the relay section of the evening. Because I don't get to do this alone. I have company. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mrs. Althea Davis to join us. And what are the relay runners going to do this evening? Well, they are going to be calling the names of the honorees this evening, those among us who are being celebrated. And I'm going to turn things over now to Mrs. Davis as she is going to read the list of retirees as well as... All right. So I hear that I'm to ask Ambassador to join me as well. So Ambassador Alison Stone-Roof, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of National Security. She will be making the presentations. Put your hands together for her. All right, so we're going to move this out of the way because we don't want anything to get in the way of the pictures that are going to be taken this evening. Right, Ambassador? There we go. All right, so what we're going to ask you to do, ladies and gentlemen, you know the category into which you fall. We want to make this as seamless as possible. So we're starting with the retirees, and we're going to make as well the presentation to the person who is celebrating 40 years of service. So that is where we're going to start, and then we're going to work our way down. So whatever category into which you fall, the category in which you fall, make sure that you prepare yourself so you're ready to walk across the stage and collect your award. I'm going to turn things over now to Mrs. Davis. Something is missing. Everyone who does something up here deserves a round of applause.
Thank you, my namesake, Althea. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. How are you feeling this afternoon or tonight? Awesome, great, wonderful. All right. So I have Ambassador, our peers, with us to help me to honor the awardees, and we are looking at our retirees at this time. Are we all ready? You are all ready? They look so young. They look so young, beautiful, and handsome. All right, so we have, coming up at this time is Collie Alexander Barrow. Let's hear some noise for Collie Alexander Barrow. Just look at her face. Thank you so much. Anthony George Brown. I would say handsome young man, not a retiree at all. Then we have Cinderella Adasso Brown Douglas. Come, Miss Cindy. Looking young and sprucey. Take a picture. We have Mr. Albert Campbell.
Telling that's a case of emergency.
Come on up, Mr. Campbell. And not a gray hair in Mr. Campbell's head. Wow. Then we have Hopeton George Dixon. All right, Mr. Dixon. All right. Yes. All right. We have Donald Evan Dunbar. All right, Mr. Dunbar. We have a cheerleader down there, Mr. Dunbar. Oh, how sweet. We have Leroy Earl St. Elmo Francis. All right. Oh, Mr. Francis. Catch the outfit. Notice the outfit. From head to toe. We have some very fashionable correctional officers. We have Miss Lorna Benicia Hall. All right. Come, Miss Lorna. Show them how to do this thing. You're looking so lovely. All right. All right. Lovely indeed. Looking quite nice, Miss Lorna. Quite nice. Then we have Mr. Glenroy Alexander Mason. All right, run up, Mr. Mason. Good. All right. Show them what you got. Okay, Mr. Mason. Then we have James Roy Mackenzie. All right, Mr. Mackey. Then we have Mr. Winston Hugh Montague. Next we have Osmond Price. Come, Mr. Price. All right. All right, give it up for Mr. Price. We have next Louise Vinette Robinson White in her white outfit. Looking quite nice in her white. All right, give it up for Miss Robinson White. All right. Then we have Mr. Glendon Oliver Rolston. Yes, Mr. Rolston. Next we have Reverend Ellen Thomas, our chaplain. Look at Rev. Look at Rev. All right, Miss Rev. Give it up for Rev. Next we have Tyrone Williams. Give it up for Mr. Williams. Next we have Mr. Laurel Anthony Wright. And for our retirees, but I'm going to ask the PS to stay a little bit. We have one person who is celebrating 40 years in the Department of Correctional Services. So we have Mr. Melbourne Walker. 40 years. 40 years. 40 years. Give it up for Mr. Walker, and we want to thank our PS, Ambassador Ruth, for assisting me. Have a good evening, all.
I have a feeling, ladies and gentlemen, DCS band, take it down just a bit. I have a feeling that the people who work at the Department of Correctional Services have found the fountain of youth. You get that feeling? Did any of the retirees look like they should be retiring? No, not one. Congratulations to them all. Put your hands together for them. And I want to make sure that it's the right group that is there. Which group are you in? 10 years? Good job. All right, so I'm now going to invite Andre Foster to join me on stage because he's going to be doing the calling for the first set of these 10-year awardees.
Good evening. Admirable Sterling. Oh, the switch?
Yes.
All right. So for the 10-year awardees, we just have to describe you. Admirable, sterling, committed, and dedicated. Here are the 10-year recipients. Clap them. Stephen Sylvester Bailey. Latanya Lancia Banton Davis. Dwayne Deliver Barrett. Come on, man. Clap Mr. Barrett. Calvin Jr. Berry.
After you finish these 10, you invite Dr. Thomas
To come up.
Because Spencer Jarrett has not yet presented.
Okay, so do 10. Patrice Sherfordine Boyd. Shelly Ann Buxom. Yes, let's hear some noise for Westmoreland. Yeah, man. Marvinito Jerome Campbell. Marvinto Jerome Campbell. Marvinto. Shadia Terrian Campbell. Make some noise for St. James. Nikita Ricardo Chin. Darren Garfield Cole. Come on, man. Give him a round of applause, man. At this point, we'll invite the Commissioner of Corrections assigned, Dr. Mark Thomas. Yeah. Karine Nicole Kaur Brown. Give her a clap. Faisal Craig Cornish. Conroy Alvin Davis. Kevin Ralph Denton. Clap him, man, clap him. Jadine Kamala Dwyer. Ronald George Edwards. Glenford James Francis. Somebody's before us. Sophia Lorraine Gooden Mackenzie, St. Anne in the house. Suween Dwayne Francis. Samaya Tanisha Gordon. Andrew Anthony Graham. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Thomas. We will take our leave.
Thank you so very much, Andre Foster, Principal Probation Officer. Yes? Put your hands together for him. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, because we're running a relay here and we're trying to make it as seamless as we possibly can, recognizing that there are so many awardees and we have to acknowledge each and give them the time to take pictures. I'm just going to share a little bit of information about the presenters and the individuals who are calling the names of the awardees. So we already saw Ambassador Alison Stone Roof, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of National Security. Please give her a round of applause. We're also going to have joining us Mrs. June Spence Jarrett, Executive Director of JADCO. She will join us in just a bit. We had Shauna Trowers, Chief Technical Director in the Ministry of National Security. Please give them a round of applause. And she just left the stage. Well, prior to Dr. Mark Thomas, who is Commissioner of Corrections assigned. We also have Janice Shaw, Adult Rehabilitation and Reintegration Policy Specialist, Offender Management Branch, the Ministry of National Security. We will also have joining us Mrs. Carla Galotto, and she's Executive Director of Stand Up for Jamaica. Major Retired Richard Reese, former Commissioner of Corrections, will also join us, as will Ella Garty, Policy Director and Project Manager of the Ministry of National Security. And now we're going to be joined by Mrs. Patricia Alcott, and she's Senior Director, HRM and Development, and she's going to announce the next set of 10-year awardees.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And continuing the 10-year celebration, we will now call Leo Terence Greenham. And to present and Miss Janice Shaw will be doing these awards. So that is Leo Greenland. And he will be followed by Michael Kevin Laws. Laurel and Jean Morris. Then there will be Denardo Mullin. And following Mr. Mullins, there will be Justin Ashley Nelson. And right after Justin, we're going to have the Mr. Dapper, Kevin Audrey Nelson. Give it up for Mr. Dapper. And he will be followed by Julie Audrey Nicholson. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Kedon Andrew Peart. And then we have Roshon Riolando Plummer. And then we have Anderson Powell. And at this point, we say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And now we are going to be asking Mrs. June Spence Jarrett to join me on stage as we continue to present awards to the 10 years recipients. Thank you so much, Ms. Shaw. Okay, and now we'll have Suzette Rowe. And she will be followed by Robian Shamara Salmon. Give it up for the lady in glitters. You can do better than that. And then we have Devon Hugh Sharp. And he will be followed by Cheryl Annetta Smith. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Renee Belinda Smith Grant. And she will be followed by Rose Angela South. And here comes Donald Errol Taylor. And here we have Alexandra Crystalie Wade. Her name does not disappoint, Crystalie. And then we have Carlton Alexander Williams. And he will be followed by Dane George Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, let us put our hands together for all our 10 years awardees. Thank you so much, Mrs. Spence. Okay.
All right, gentlemen, you must make all our awardees feel special. Put your hands together for them once again. And now I'm going to invite Mr. Brian Doyley, Senior Probation Officer, CARE, to join me on stage to call the names of our next set of awardees. And this is the 20-year category. We're also going to invite Mrs. Carla Golotta, Executive Director of Stand Up for Jamaica, to join us on stage. She will make the presentations. Put your hands together for her.
Coming to receive award for 20 sterling years of duty. First we have Mr. Devon Lee Blake. Put your hands together for Mr. Blake. Mr. Blake is followed by the wonderful, regal Miss Karen Brown. Put your hands together for Miss Brown. It's followed by Cameron. He was our impromptu for the evening. For Mr. Dwayne Cameron. We now have Mr. Dennis George de Cambry. Mr. de Cambry is followed by the always regal Simonio, Mrs. Dinal Baker, and second Mrs. Dinal Baker. Then we have Mr. Adrian Frank Francis. Mr. Francis is followed by the wonderful, beautiful, regal Miss Myrna Lowe Fraser. Coming to receive his 20 years award is Mr. Garfield George Henriquez. Mr. Henriquez is followed by Mr. Kenroy Lloyd Henry. Mr. Henry is followed by the angelic Indira Sabrina Hutchinson. Mrs. Hutchinson is followed by the ever-smiling, ever-pleasant Miss Jacqueline Landell. Put your hands together for Miss Landell. Miss Landell is followed by Miss Josephine Donamy Malcolm. Coming to collect for Miss Wendy Matthews Morris is Miss Cleopatra Howard Burnett. We have the silent but deadly Mr. Andrew Neil Meeker. Coming to receive her 20-year is Miss Janet Anne-Marie Scully-Salmon. Then we have Mr. Paul Anthony White, Principal Probation Officer for the Kingston and St. Andrew Family Court. Mr. White is followed by Miss Julene Althea White Lovelock. Mrs. White Lovelock is followed by Mr. Kennard Cornelius Williams, Mr. Sports, Mr. Football, Mr. Energy. And last but by no means least, Miss Nadria Tricia Wright. Please give her a big round of applause for 20 wonderful years of service.
Thank you very much, Mr. Doyley. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the 20-year awardees. And now I'm going to invite Mrs. Joycelyn Roth Spencer, Acting Superintendent A, to join us on stage. She'll be calling the names of the 30-year awardees. And to make the presentations will be Major Retired Richard Reese, former Commissioner of Corrections. Make them feel welcome.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to now welcome the persons who have served the Department of Correctional Services for a whopping 30 years. And first in this category is Maxine Mevany Blackwood. Following Miss Blackwood is David Lloyd Coleman. Next in this category is Carol Johnson, officer. Looking very lovely. One lovely lady following the other lovely lady. So now we'll have Maureen Angela Kelly. And not to be daunted by their beauty, we have Paul Constantine Newman. Next in this category is Maurice George Nicholson. Following Mr. Nicholson, Devon Anthony Shaw. Serving in this category, next person, Londimon Lolia Thompson. Next, Linford Edward West. And last in this category, but by no means least, Albert Augustus Winter. Congratulations to everybody serving 30 years in the Department of Correctional Services.
Thank you so very much. And I think the 40 years, we had just one. So we did the 40 year earlier. Thank you so very much, Major Richard Reese. Put your hands together for our awardees in the 30-year category. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you want to hear one of the awardees saying something, and so we're going to invite Mr. Paul White, Principal Probation Aftercare Officer, to reply on behalf of the awardees. Put your hands together for him.
Good evening, everyone. I'm seeing the time, so I'm sure that you will forgive me for saying all protocols observed. It is indeed my pleasure and my honor to offer this award, this reply on behalf of my fellow awardees this evening. I must say that I must commend the department and thank the Department of Culture and Services for continuing to have these important awards functions to honor persons who have served the department with distinction and for a number of years. It is said that encouragement sweetens labor, and it is always nice to be recognized for the work that you've done. Now, it has been a long road for many of us, and being honored for, there are persons here being honored for 10 years, 20 years of service, 30 years of service, and one person is being honored for 40 years of service, and I think that is indeed extraordinary. Now, all in all, the awardees, though they're from the various sections of the department, we have all come together in a synergy to effectively carry out the department's mission, which is to contribute to national security by securing, supervising, rehabilitating, reintegrating offenders as productive and law-abiding citizens. Depending on how long you've been here, it has indeed been a long road and an interesting journey. Now, there are those of us who have been here before the time of cell phones. There are those of us who have been here from the time when whiteout and typewriters and carbon paper were a mainstay as a part of our, regular tools for the job. But look how far we have come. We have indeed come a long way over the years, and we must give thanks. Now, allow me to just share with you one of my most treasured memories of working with the department. Now, as probation officers, we are often asked to do investigations, and these investigations sometimes take us to the rural areas, up into the hills. Now, on this one occasion, and this was many years ago, I just transferred from St. Anne to the corporate area, and I was assigned an investigation somewhere in a rural community in St. Andrew. So I drove to the community, and when I got there and I asked for the directions, I was told that the only way that I could access this particular area was by foot. So I had to park the car, and I started that arduous journey up through the hills, through the bushes, sometimes going across streams, rivers, yes. And it seemed that I had been traveling for days. And finally, I got to a point where I saw a house, and there's a man and a woman there. And when they saw me, the expression on their face was just sheer pity because of my condition. I was sweating, my shirt was wet, my clothes was completely disheveled, and I had my countenance was as that of someone who had been through the great time of trouble spoken of in the book of Revelation. So I rested there and I asked them for the directions. And the gentleman assured me that I would soon get to my destination. Soon. But he was telling the truth. Soon. But before I went off, he told me to hold on a bit. And he went and he got a coconut. And he cut it. And he handed it to me to drink. And I tell you that was perhaps the most refreshing coconut that I have had. And from that encouragement and from just being refreshed, I was able to complete the journey with a little bit more energy and with a little bit more positive attitude, and I got there soon. Now, I share this story because it is the story of us all. Yes, we all look very nice tonight. We look lovely. Ladies look wonderful in their dresses, their hair is done, and your makeup. Men look sharp in their suits. But at some point during the journey, I'm sure that some of you perhaps look like me at the top of that hill. just disheveled. And once you work for somewhere long enough, you'll come upon times when you get weary, when you go through tests, challenges, and trials. You'll come to moments when you don't know where you're going. You're actually in limbo, and you don't know what your next move is. And for many of us here, we are here because of that jelly man. And that jelly man could be a co-worker, could be a family member, a friend, or even a supervisor who gave you an encouraging word, or a hug, or a prayer, or something else, just to give you some encouragement and some strength to continue on the journey. And here you are now collecting an award. And I must ask you to applaud yourselves. So we have to say thank you to these important persons in our lives who've meant so much and who have done so much for us, who have endured all the challenges and have seen us through the worst and allowed us to be here at this night. But as we move on to this night, let us pledge to support, guide, and be sources of encouragement for another co-worker who's traveling that same journey, as we seek to carry out this critical job of rehabilitation and reintegration, which is really transforming lives. Lives that perhaps the average Jamaican might not think worthy of being transformed. But we have seen the changes. We have seen the success stories. We have seen the illiterate become literate. We have seen the unemployed become employed. We've seen the quote-unquote bad become quote-unquote good. We have seen that change. We have seen that transformation. And we are encouraged to continue on that same path. You see, it's a very important work that we do. And we can only continue to achieve the success that we have achieved through working together and building each other up. Now, finally, as I close, how could I not thank God, our creator, our sustainer, our protector, when we work in these dangerous environments or wherever we may be through all of this? When human beings might have failed us and you're looking to the left and to the right for some kind of human support and it's not there, you have no option but to go down on your knees in prayer. And He always answers. So it's a very important work that we do. And the work that we do as unto God and not unto man. So I thank the department for planning this wonderful staff awards function. And I say that we indeed appreciate your appreciation. We appreciate the fact that you value us, and we pledge to continue to give this department the same level of dedicated service from this point on. So thank you again for listening. Have a good night, and God bless.
Boy, well said, well said. Put your hands together once again for Paul White, Principal Probation Aftercare Officer. Pardon me. I'm seized by just the camaraderie that I get from you all sitting in here. When you came into this room this evening, you're all very quiet. And as the evening progressed, you have gotten very lively. I hear you're going to get even livelier tomorrow, because tomorrow is Sports Day. And I know you're going to have an absolutely fantastic time. And what? Oh, Sports Day and Expo. All right, absolutely fantastic. So I know you're going to have a wonderful time. I have been thinking this week about the importance of service. And I always repair to something that Albert Schweitzer says. It's one of the best quotes from Schweitzer, who really is focused on the whole issue of service. Albert Schweitzer says the purpose of human life is to serve and to show compassion and the will to help others. That's what you all do. And you do it every day, and you do it well. And so you deserve every accolade, every congratulation that you get. There's something else that Schweitzer says. I don't know what your destiny will be, but one thing I know, the only ones among you who will be really happy are those who will have sought and found how to serve. And there are just two more little things that I want to do before I get out of here, before I send you all home this evening. This country of ours is troubled. But we're not troubled alone. The world is in a very difficult place. And I think that helps to put into context what it is that you all need to do, the burden and the weight that is on your shoulders. And so every day that you go out, just be conscious of how important the work that you're doing is. The very survival of this country depends on it. Because unless we can rid the country of the scourge of crime, we know we have a challenge. And so when you go home tonight, hug your children, kiss your wife, have a chat with your husband, talk about how together we can change and make a difference in this beautiful country of ours. We started off with the national anthem, and what a beautiful prayer that is. What a powerful prayer. Let that be a part of your life every day. There's an old Irish blessing. And I really want to say thank you, by the way, to the DCS team for inviting me to be a part of this. It really felt good to be here. There's an old Irish blessing, a traditional Gaelic blessing, actually, that says, "May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face, the rains fall soft upon your fields, and until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand." I'm going to take my cue as well from Paul White, Principal Probation Aftercare Officer, and this is the final thing that I'm going to do for you. The Lord bless thee and keep thee. The Lord make his face to shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee, and be gracious unto thee. The Lord lift up his countenance on thee and give thee peace. God bless you all.